Summoners War Update 8.15 developer notes just dropped, and when I say just dropped, I really mean dropped a few hours ago, but I was asleep, so they just dropped now. Most of this is revolving around artifact dungeons, but I know a lot of you are casual and don't like farming artifact dungeons, but it is still something that you need to do to get into higher level PvP, as well as PvE efficiency also. So yeah, there's still some things that are not artifact dungeon related in here, but most of it revolves around that. So let's get it started. I did highlight a bunch of stuff so that we can kind of skim. It's not too crazy long, so we could just skim over a lot of this. Greetings from Comptuous. Oh, they outed all of the people using scripts to get to level 100 the fastest, which was very sweet of them. We knew who it was anyway, but it's very sweet that they outed them because no one's going to be able to farm 24/7 every day. So you could thank Comptuous for that one. Kairos Dungeon Abyssal Floor for Steel Fortress, Enhanced Boss. So we knew this was coming. They mentioned it before. Intangible Artifacts, which are... I don't see why I would ever want to use anything else. I would just try to get Intangible Artifacts all the time. It's not like you have to... It's a little bit harder with the 4 sets for runes, but Intangible Artifacts is like, okay, I just use one of whatever, and then I'll just use an intangible for the second one all the time. At least that's my thought process. Artifact drop rate increased, which is nice, but again, a lot of casual players don't really care too much about the artifact farming anyway, so you can just farm less for the same artifacts. Cell exclusion settings. This is going to be nice for a lot of, especially casual players. I know not everyone is a casual player. I got to stop saying that all the time. But this is so you can share. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But you can share your settings for what runes and artifacts you're going to keep, and then another person, like a guildmate or whatever, can apply those to their account. They don't have to go through all of the configuration themselves. They could just apply someone else's settings, and that's it. And it's super easy. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. The max slot for runes, enchanted gems, grindstones, artifacts, conversion stones increased. Everyone can enjoy that. Everyone can get on board with that. Steel Fortress Abyssal Floor. This is not going to be too crazy because it is only in addition. So this is the only change for this. In addition, recovers the boss HP by 10% whenever a Thunderbolt is dropped. A lot of people are already using Soth in this. So if you're already using Soth, he has a heal block. So that's the problem is already solved. So we'll see how the problem comes back in a few months from now, plenty of months from now. But yeah, just utilize monsters that grant unrecoverable effects on the boss. Lucian also has unrecoverable with skill 1, so keep that in mind as well. And then we have new artifacts, intangible artifacts. They work the same as intangible runes for the most part. I see myself really trying to go for these a lot more than the runes though. I have this feeling that they're going to be a lot more useful, and I'm going to wind up using them a lot more. But here's the criteria for the intangibles. Both intangible attribute type artifacts cannot be equipped on the same monster, so you have to have a normal artifact and then intangible artifacts. Kind of the same with runes, but it's a little bit easier to just shove these everywhere. Maybe that's bad phrasing, but it's a little bit easier to shove these. So I say it again, to shove these everywhere, these intangible artifacts. Normal and special conversion are not available on intangible artifacts. Some of you don't convert anything on your artifacts. Casuals, I'm looking at you. You know it too. You're like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Intangible artifacts are only dropped in the Abyssal Floor of Steel Fortress and Punisher Crypt with a fixed chance. Then we have the artifact farming reward increased. Drop rate of upper grade artifact. This is the same as they did with the runes. Drop rate of upper grade artifact dropped in all floors will be increased. The drop rate of lower grade artifact will be lowered. Drop rate of upper grade artifacts will be increased by the decreased rate to allow you to obtain better artifacts. Here's the thing. Again, pay attention to their phrasing. Always pay attention to their phrasing. Currently, our team is conducting internal tests continuously to review the drop rate of artifacts. We're considering to increase the drop rate of legend artifacts by more than 2 times in Steel Fortress, etc., etc. They don't say we are going to be doing this. They don't say this is how much the drop rate. They said we are considering. Has nothing to do with the actual rate that is in the update. We'll see what the actual rate in the update is, but this does not mean that this is the rate. This means that they're considering something. That could mean that one person said, hey, we should do this, and the other 9 people on the team said, let's not do this. And those 9 people are going to win, and it's not going to be that. But, yeah, just keep that in mind. Share cell exclusion settings feature. You can now share your cell exclusion settings with others. So you click on all of these that you want to share, and you share to normal chat, guild chat, community, and you can share and then someone else can overwrite their own settings with this. If you want to apply these settings, you can do so by entering the menu and tapping apply. Applying the shared settings will overwrite your currently saved settings. This is going to be, every casual player should use this. It's better than having nothing. So, and use this with someone's settings that you respect to not screw you out of good runes, because you know there's gonna be trolls in chat like, no, new players, yeah, you should use my chat, my settings. So, yeah, max rune enchanted gem grindstone artifact slot increased. This is nice regardless. Those extra gems and grinds, always nice to see. And then the last thing for this update is the November 29th is going to be the date for the update, and will also feature a balance patch, which we knew was coming at some point in the next week anyway, so please stay tuned. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it came out, and then Saturday Morning Summons was posted, and you're like, oh, he didn't know that would, but Saturday Morning Summons is always, it's always recorded in advance and then posted at the same time every Saturday like clockwork. I don't sit there and click the upload button, because some things get uploaded while I'm at work too, and it's like that I couldn't possibly be doing. I could be doing that, but I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't possibly be doing that. Anyway, that's for this one. Hope you guys enjoy the update. I know for a lot of you this is not going to be too exciting, but for those of you that do enjoy the update, especially the increased balance patch, the big thing. Probably not the big thing. We never know. It should be a more impactful than usual bounce patch, and then the increased space, and then the share feature, which is, I think a lot of people are going to wind up using. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you as always in the next one.